Welcome back to Westchester University's coverage of the Division I Golden Rams men's hockey team. Alongside Jeff Skorup, I'm Michael Augsberger. Thanks for joining us again on your Friday evening. Before you head out on Main Street with us tonight, we are settling in for a good finish. 3-2 is the score. Westchester had gone down 2 goals and then scored 3 back. Jack McKeever's got 2 of them. And they find themselves with a 1-goal lead against a team that they beat last year, but hadn't beaten since 2015, and that actually left the conference. They used to play against Delaware 4 times a year, and it had been pretty one-sided up until at least tonight.
Yeah, in that second period, Westchester played very well, really carried the play. I would like to know what Coach Donahue said in the locker room here at the second intermission of Delaware, because they got to kick it in gear here in the third period if they want to win this game.
It is loud here in the Gold Arena. We are in the backup arena tonight because the main Fred Rust Ice Arena is booked already. And so as we drop the puck in front for the final period of regulation, Kubotska had a chance on the doorstep in the first 20 seconds, but it was saved by Ponticello. And then out in front again, the backhand comes in. Ponticello makes the stop, but we got a penalty coming up, and it looks like it's going to go against the Rams. And so a good opportunity for Delaware to tie the game early on in the third period. Yeah,
a bit of bad luck there for Westchester. He kind of, it's one of those where the player turns the way you're not expecting, and it turns into a trip. He was really just coming in to make a play on the puck. But again, that's not a penalty you want to give up. Offensive zone, beginning of the period here, give a great chance for Delaware to get back in the game.
It's the captain, Jake Horacek, who is going to the box for what could be a costly penalty if Delaware is able to tie the game on the back of the power play. It's Chris Mazzella to go against the Rams, and it would have been cleared out of the zone, but again, Delaware's a little bit more used to playing in this arena, or at least practicing here. Westchester flipped the puck out of the zone. It was, It was Johnson who tried to clear the puck, and it goes up into the netting. No penalty, though, because of the low ceiling. Westchester clears the second draw all the way down for the goaltender to play in his own zone. And now breaking out of the zone is Niski. Niski with speed on the right side. He skates into the corner and then centers it in front into the slot. It was there for Zdancic, but covered up by Brendan Colgan. 19 minutes to play, and the Rams lead 3-2. Face-off to Colgan's right, and it's cleared out of the zone. It looks like it hit the glass first and then came out of play, and they're pointing to outside the zone, so maybe it was deflected by a blue hen on its way out.
Yeah, it went right off the chest of Zdancic.
Say that 3 times fast, Zdancic.
And then right over the half boards there, so zone draw right outside the zone here.
Face-off won by the Blue Hens, and now it's Zdancic who has control of it, the captain. He passes here to the near side. DeFaris wraps it around, near side to far. It goes over the stick of Colgan, and Samiti jumps on it. Here, now is Michael Niski. Niski skates in a circle all the way around the zone and then gets behind the goal. He centers it out in front. Lamberton was there on the doorstep, but getting to it first was one of the defensemen for Westchester. Lamberton passes near side. It's deflected in front by Mazzella. It's off the top of Colgan and then behind the goal. Delaware still has control. DeFaris along the blue line. Passes to the far side. The captain shoots. Save made by Colgan. He gets his own rebound, and Colgan blocks the door again with 18-14 on the board in the final period of regulation.
Another excellent save there by Colgan. A shot deflected right in front of him. He was already down in the butterfly position. It was going to go over his shoulder. He got just enough on it to deflect it up and over the crossbar. He has made, that's probably 3, maybe 4 saves so far this game that could have gone the other way.
And Colgan last season played just over 1,000 minutes, had a save percentage of .884, and his goals against average was .478, and he's done much better so far this year. You can see the work that he's put into the offseason. Only gave up 2 goals in what ended up being a loss because his counterpart shut out the Golden Rams. Usually at this level, I would think 2 goals is enough to win a game, and 2 goals was enough in the following game when his teammate only gave up 2 and they won 5-2.
Yeah, he's given up 2 tonight early, and neither were really his fault. He's played very well and is honestly keeping this game much closer than it could be otherwise.
Yeah, a lot of turnovers out in front of him by the defense, and or loose pucks, if not turnovers, that have been jumped on by the Blue Hens. And Colgan's come out and shut down the angle and made some big saves, made himself big. Delaware has control now near side, still on the power play, unable to get around the Westchester defense. They deflected into the near side corner, and there's actually been another Ram sent to the box.
Yeah.
It's Hargadon, and so it's 5-on-3 now for the Blue Hens for at least the next 21 seconds.
Yeah, I have no idea what that call was. I completely missed it. Boarding. It was a boarding
so
call.
You have one job.
They just announced a boarding call. I didn't see it. Did you see it?
No, I didn't see that either. Delaware now has control, and they have it in their own zone. Skating up ice with it, here's Zimmer. He passes to the left. As gaining the zone is Emmerich. He's pinned up against the boards. Johnson there fights for it behind the goal. Delaware and still 2 Blue Hens against Johnson. Eventually, Felice comes out with it. He centers it, and a wraparound opportunity goes under the stick of Emmerich and all the way down. Westchester's able to clear it. It's now 5-on-4 as Horacek defends the clearance attempt. He tries to wrap around. Now he stops behind the goal. He looks for a centering pass. It's intercepted in front, and Horacek was calling for the pass back, but it was never with his teammate as Delaware stripped him of the puck. Skating up ice is Zimmer, who scoops it into the glove of Colgan, who covers up for a draw in his own zone with 17 minutes to play here in regulation and just under 50 seconds on the 5-on-4 attack for Delaware.
Yeah, Delaware has come out strong this third period. They're doing what, if you're a Delaware fan, what you want to see them doing. Obviously, the penalty is helping on the power play here. They've really carried all the play thus far in the third period.
Mazzella against Petruccione, and Petruccione wins the draw on his own back corner, and it's cleared all the way down the length of the ice. Stopped by the stick as it was goalward of the goaltender, and now Petruccione on the backhand. He's only able to scoop it back in behind the goaltender, and now skating up ice with it is Delaware. A cross ice pass is intercepted. Delaware's able to keep it in the zone now, and then Lamberton passes here near side, back out to the point. Zidansik is deflected in front by Mazzella and off Colgan over the goal into the far corner. Flicks it out of the zone, and coming out to play it is Ponticello. 4 seconds to play here in this power play, and Hargadon's going to come out of the box. Tom Cole unable to stop it at center ice. And the shot comes in, saved, glove down by Colgan, and the rebound was loose for a moment. Niski on the shot, and eventually Colgan covers up. 16:07 in the third. Westchester 3, Delaware 2.
Niski has really looked good this third period. He's really on his skates. He looks like he's a step faster than everybody on the ice right now. It's the second time he's kind of by himself, gained the zone, gotten off a good shot. Another good save, though, again, by Colgan. He made a good reaction, and he just looks very calm, very collected back there tonight.
You remember seeing these Delaware greats who have that sort of speed that Niski has, John Redgate and Cole Zucker. These guys lauded here at the University of Delaware. They just graduated in the last couple of years, and now you can see Colgan talking things over with the linesman as well as Michael Niski, who we were just talking about with that speed, and the faceoff will come inside the Westchester zone. Ethan Docking will square off against Tom Cole to Colgan's right. It's 5-on-5 again, and Cole wins the draw into his far corner. Yaller is there with it. He backhands it to the far near corner, and Yaller has it back now after the pass from Curtis. A good look ahead for Tom Cole, but it's just past his reach. It eventually finds its way down to Ponticello, who covers up and gets the draw in his own zone.
I think it's the first offensive zone draw that Westchester has had in this period. I might be wrong, but if it's not the first, it might be the second. They have Kumbachka's team or line back on the ice. We'll see what they can do here if they can get some offensive pressure for a while.
Face-off won by Westchester, and the shot comes in and gloved down again by Ponticello, and we have a start and stop here in Newark. Now, we talked about Westchester changing conferences. They're now in the ECHA as opposed to the ESCHL, where Delaware is. They used to be rivals in the conference. They would play 4 times a year, and now they're going to be able to play still because of the proximity twice a year. Westchester now on the attack on the right side. They dump it into the zone. Here's Horacek behind the goal who centers it. It's off the Delaware defense, and they'll go the other way with it. Ostrander now with a shot blockered away by Colgan into the far corner. No one has clear possession yet. And now emerging with the puck and a centering pass to the slot, Delaware. It comes back out of the zone, and Thomas Cascone stops it from going farther down the ice. Delaware's able to get it into the zone. A shot comes in on Colgan from the blue line, and he just pounces in front of it for a stoppage in play, giving both teams a chance to change lines with 15 minutes to play in regulation, and that's what separates Westchester from a 1-goal victory at 3-2.
Yeah, if I'm Westchester, I want to start forcing the issue a little bit. They're a bit back on their heels, almost like they're trying to just hang on to this 1-goal lead, and you know how that usually goes in the third period.
Rams win the draw, and centering it all the way down the ice through center. Icing is waved off as a good race play there by Wingett, who shoots, and it's saved by Ponticello. Now Delaware on near side, big hit on the near side. Near side corner, it's flipped all the way across ice. It was Mazzella on the pass, and then all the way down. Icing is waved off again as sprawling to the ice is Anderson. Westchester centers it in front. Ponticello doesn't know where it is. He's reaching for it. A scrum of bodies in the slot, and now Samiti shoots. It goes over the bar. Rebound, and it's deflected in front again behind the goal. They're looking for a centering pass. Lane with a shot. It goes wide to the right, and then in the slot, and back into the near side half boards. Delaware finally with a breath of fresh air as they clear the puck all the way out to center. Good opportunities. That's going to be a boarding call on Delaware out of frustration more than anything else. And now we have a fight. Westchester's got to be careful because they had the penalty called against Delaware. And now we've got some behind the play action after the whistle. We'll see if they send more than one guy to the box. But we do know one Blue Hen's going.
It looks like there might be 2 Blue Hens going. After the initial boarding call, yep, it's going to be a 5-on-3. It looks like.
So is Ian Anderson, who is involved with the fight after the whistle, he is being escorted over the box, and as well, it looks like Yazdani, who will go for the boarding call, the original boarding call. So 5-on-3 opportunity for Westchester to really put this game to bed.
Yeah, after the original boarding call, Anderson came down and blasted a Westchester player after the whistle for probably just due to frustration. Again, that's the third frustration penalty for Delaware tonight. And Westchester has looked very good on the power play. Now with a 5-on-3 for 2 whole minutes, this is going to be a very big chance for them to really turn the tide of this game. They almost had a goal there with a lot of action in front, men down, goalie was sprawling. They couldn't get it in, but here now they have a golden opportunity here for the Golden Rams.
And now you have to look at Delaware's perspective and say, well, their game against the Junior Flyers a couple of nights ago was canceled. They may not have had the preseason warm-up that they would like to have had. And they're clearly the favored team going into this game. They go up 2-0, and now the frustration's coming up because they've given up that lead, and they are the favored team here on home ice. Face-off won by Westchester. It's the 5-on-3. Samiti with the puck at the blue line. Now Horacek with it. He tells Samiti to look at Kubachka, and now he centers it. It's intercepted by Niski, who makes a good move around one of the Westchester forwards, and Niski's not able to clear the puck along the blue line. Handed down there by Samiti to himself, so there's no call. Samiti finds Horacek, who dumps it off, and now into the far corner and into the slot. A hit from behind. No shot still. Now Samiti one-times it. It's blocked, and then shot. Score! Tiernan Sennigan scores on the rebound from the far circle, and Westchester leads 4-2.
The Westchester bench is very fired up right now. They should be happy with themselves. That was some great play. Delaware, how many times do you see it? A chance to get the puck out of the zone on a power play, a penalty kill rather. He couldn't get it out right at the blue line. Westchester keeps it in. Again, some good puck movement. They had the goalie out of position, they had the D out of position, and another rebound goal.
And Sennigan came in as the leading scorer for the Rams with 3 points in the last weekend series against IUP. He gets on the score sheet, and now the Rams have a 2-goal lead with 13:17 to play in the third period. And they still have the power play. 1 minute, 23 seconds left, and it's 5-on-4 now. They're able to cash in on the 5-on-3. Westchester wins the draw. They wrap it around near side to far. Into the corner it goes. Rorty passes back out to the half boards. And now Lane. His pass for Hargadon. Makes it there, but Hargadon's shot is blocked in front. Now Felice with speed. Felice chased down from behind. He's not able to get a shot away. This could be a penalty shot. Interference is the call. Felice had a clear scoring opportunity, and he was taken down from behind by Harry Lane, who was racing to catch up with him. And we will have a penalty shot. Felice will be the one to take it for Delaware, and that was shorthanded.
Yeah, Westchester had a shot on goal there in the power play, got blocked and bounced right out in the neutral zone. Delaware won the race, leading to that breakaway. Interference is an odd call there because the man had the, I don't know how you can have interference on a guy with the puck, but nonetheless, it was definitely a penalty, and here's the penalty shot.
Felice, last year, played in 38 games and scored 19 points for the Blue Hens. So, the New Jersey native with the right-handed stick takes the puck at center ice against Colgan. He skates in. Colgan with a pad save as Felice went low to the right. He was not able to get Colgan to bite first, and Westchester preserves the 2-goal lead.
Yeah, he tried to put a little double deke move there on Colgan. Colgan was not falling for it. He was just waiting for him to make the move, and Colgan did not make the first move. Just just reacted.
And what a chance to make this a 1-goal game with 13 minutes to go in the game. Westchester wins the draw on their own zone. They're still on the 5-on-4 for the next 50 seconds. They send it in around to the near side corner. And it's picked up there by Felice, who took the penalty shot. He skates up ice with it across his blue line. It's 2-on-1 if they hurry. Felice has got help on the left side. And a great diving play by Jake Horacek to stop the advance. And the puck goes out of play after a clearance attempt. We'll see where the face-off is, but how about that for hustle from Horacek?
Terrific play. He laid out, sliding face first on the ice, and just barely got enough to tip that puck into the corner. Again, though, another short-handed opportunity for Delaware. That goal, that 5-on-3 goal now, they're down 2. They seem to have woken them up, and they're kind of getting their legs back, getting back in this game.
What an interesting game it's been, really, because Westchester has been in the game. They haven't been chasing it, but Delaware's had so many chances. There have been so many turnovers and breakaways and 2-on-1s, and they just haven't been able to cash in. You got to chalk that up to Colgan. You also have to chalk that up to a little bit of luck as well. And so this easily could be a much higher scoring game than it is. Westchester wins the draw in their own zone. They have it. They're trying to clear it. And across the red line it goes. It gets caught in one of the Delaware defenseman's skates. We have a hit at center ice. It was clean, say the officials. Another big hit here on the near side as the seconds trickle away in the Westchester 5-on-4. And now we've got a fight broken out here on the blue line as Delaware had gotten the puck deep. You've got to think both are going to go to the box for this. Gloves are off the ice. Sticks are on the ice.
I would imagine so. It looked like he was standing up for his teammate there. Who was it?
Well, Jack Zimmer is the one going to the box.
Well, Sennigan on Westchester put a big hit on a Delaware player in the offensive zone. The puck was kind of in the air. He didn't have his eyes, his eyes were looking up, and he laid him out. Might have been a penalty in the NFL these days.
That's true, especially if it's a quarterback or a receiver.
Yes, but that led to that little scuffle there, and it looks like, I don't know, it looks like only one guy in the box there for Delaware. Sennigan didn't
I don't see Sennigan going anywhere.
He didn't drop his gloves. He just kind of got attacked and didn't reciprocate. So it looks like maybe it might be a 2 minutes for roughing call. Who knows?
And Mr. Smiley, the referee, had deemed that a legal hit that Sennigan put out there on open ice in the offensive zone.
Yeah, it was legal. I mean, it wasn't a dirty hit. It was a clean hit. It was just, he was looking up in the air for the puck. It was floating around, and he left himself vulnerable.
How many of those did you put on the juniors back here in this building?
It was a no checking league, so I didn't.
No checking. What is this?
No, it was no checking for the first few games, and I laid a few kids out once they made checking legal, but not that many.
I would try to sidestep all those hits. 11:51 to play in the third period. Westchester 4, Delaware 2, and it looks like Delaware's called their timeout as they're going to be on the penalty kill yet again. It's 2 minutes for Jack Zimmer on that penalty, and it's probably a roughing or unsportsmanlike penalty. We didn't exactly see the call, but that's what it looked like here on the blue line.
Yeah, they haven't announced it yet, but I'm sure that's what it's for. Right now, Donahue is talking to the team. I'm sure he's giving them some tactical advice on this penalty kill because they have not done so well in the PK thus far. He's probably also telling his team to keep their cool. It's only a 2-goal game. You don't want to let it get out of hand too quick here. That's, again, I think their fourth penalty now that is due to frustration and retaliation. So they really got to work on that throughout the season here.
And Delaware has always been one of the leading programs in the division, but they have struggled with discipline, and we talked about that fiasco at the opening of the broadcast. The team was suspended because of marijuana use on a road trip and actually got their previous coach fired from the job, and he had done an incredible job with the team. And so Donahue's taken over this situation. It's not something that has been surprising in the past, unfortunately, for Delaware, a lack of discipline. And so Westchester wins the draw inside the Delaware zone on the power play now. It's 5-on-4, and a big hit there from the Delaware captain, Zdancic. He gains the clearance as Colgan has to play the puck behind his net. Here's Harry Lane for Westchester. It is a left-hander. Sends it up ice. It's deflected into the Delaware zone at the red line. Skating to it and getting to it first are the Rams. They send it in behind the goal. Past Ponticello and into the near side corner. Here's Rorty. Rorty tries to center. He gets it behind the goal. And then McKeever, who scored 2 goals tonight. He's in the far corner. He makes a couple of moves. McKeever loses control of the puck there. And now he gets it back at the blue line on a good play there from Harry Lane to keep it in the zone. Centering pass, and it's actually a shot on a very, very acute angle. And it's stopped and covered up by Ponticello for a stoppage.
Yeah, Delaware's looking a little bit more aggressive on the penalty kill this time around. Maybe that's what Donahue was telling them during that break. They're getting after the puck handle a little bit more, and they're being a little bit more physical too, and it seems to work thus far.
Kubacka takes the face-off for Westchester. He wins the draw. He gets it into the far corner where Petrichone fights with one of the Blue Hens. It's 3-on-1, and so Westchester wins it for a second. Then Delaware comes out with the puck. They're able to clear it all the way down. It's Niski on the clearance, and Samiti races down to collect his thoughts behind the goal in Colgan. 10:25 to play in regulation. Westchester holding on to this 2-goal lead, and they're on the power play with 30 seconds left on the power play. Here is Kubacka, who passes near side. Sennigan passes in front. Shot comes in from Petrichone. It's stuffed aside, and he gets his own rebound. Delaware's able to knock it away from him. Colgan plays it out. Back to center. Kubacka. And here's Sennigan. Sennigan gets hit. And a good move there from Delaware, but he lost control of the puck. He's able to clear it. Back into the Delaware zone. They have now been able to kill the penalty. Just under 10 minutes to play in regulation. We have a stoppage in play. And looks like something might be loose on the ice. I'm not sure why the linesman would have stopped it there.
It was an offside call there.
Offside.
The puck was loose on the ice.
I was wondering what they were looking at there. See, this is my eyesight. We're lower than usual here at the Gold Arena because there's not much in the way of seating. It does make for a very packed crowd, though. and we're right in the midst of everybody. A couple of big hits, and you can hear the crowd go wild for it. Delaware with control now at the blue line for Westchester. The shot comes in, it's high over the bar, and Nima was the one making that shot. Centering pass, Colgan steers it aside in the near side corner. Nima. And now a shot from Bergman is gloved down before it ever makes it near Colgan. Steered into the near side corner. Nima passes it to the far side, still behind Colgan into the corner. Westchester clears it out of the zone. Ian Anderson stops it before it gets too far. He sends it right back in. Colgan stops it. Delaware makes a change. Westchester's only able to get one out. Westchester clears the zone momentarily. Then Colgan steps up and picks it up at his own blue line. Here's O'Brien in the near side corner of the Delaware zone. Rapid pace. Near side corner. A couple players fight for it. Out to the half boards. And then at the slot, O'Brien stops it there. Here's Curtis. Curtis can't keep it in for a second. And then back into the far side corner. Delaware, good breakout pass. It's deflected, and then it goes under a Westchester Ram, so there's no icing. Colgan comes out to play it. His pass, that could have been dangerous as Delaware was bearing down on the defenseman, but it's then picked up by Johnson. Johnson, near side corner. He's corralled into the corner by Zidancic. Loose puck picked up by Delaware. Here's Niski. Niski, one of the fastest players on the ice. His pass up. One touch back to him by Mazzella. Niski into the far corner, and we have a penalty coming up. Again, all these penalties haven't been touched up by a clear touch. It's always been a kind of contested touch, so we're not able to tell exactly who it's on. But we'll see who's going to the box here. It's 2 minutes for slashing. And it looks like Delaware goes on the penalty, goes on the power play in order to knock this lead in half.
Yeah, Niski was, again, making a good rush up the ice. He got his stick slashed right out of his hands. So they'll be on the 5-on-4 here. 7:53 left. They're going to have to score here if they want to get in the game.
Petrichone goes on into the sin bin for the Golden Rams. Westchester wins the draw. They're able to clear it out to center. Here's DeFaris. And now Lamberton at his own blue line, chased by Leo Flick. He passes up to Niski, who stops just after the blue line, passes for Mazzella in the corner. It goes past him. Samiti now with it. And now Delaware picks it up. He centers it. Niski shoots. It goes off the side netting. And then back out in front into the slot. And cleared away on the backhand by Rorty. 7 minutes to play in regulation. 1:20 on the power play for Delaware. Kept in the zone by Niski now. Niski passes into the slot. Zidancic shoots, and it goes wide. It didn't get much on that shot. Into the corner here now is Zimmer. Will Zimmer, who skates, and then Niski, and then behind the goal, Anderson. His shot is deflected out and gets out to Zidancic, who passes behind the goal. Niski at the circle. His shot is deflected over to Colgan. Mazzella and Cole fight for it in the corner. It's still stuck there. Cole doing a good job of killing time. Zidancic finally comes out with it. He has some time. He shoots. It's saved by Colgan on the blocker. Rebound goes behind the goal. And now Lamberton. Lamberton slows things down. He gets the pass back to him. Calling for it from the point, but he goes low instead. Lamberton in front. He shoots. And Colgan's able to stop it in front of the goal. With 30 seconds left on the power play, Colgan gets a breather for the Rams.
Delaware, good possession there on the power play for a while, but they didn't really get any good opportunities. It's just that last pass, that last touch, that last shot that's kind of eluding them right now. Actually, all game for the most part.
Delaware, in all the matches that we've seen, they've done a great job of this power play in keeping possession and passing the puck around and looking for opportunities and taking their time. But Delaware wins the draw here. Zidancic fires it in. It's deflected wide of the net. Centering pass is broken up, and Westchester clears the puck the length of the ice. Stopping it is Ponticello with 6 minutes to play in regulation. Delaware down 2 goals, 4-2 here on home ice. The breakout pass to the far side, across center. 2 Rams can't stop Delaware, stopping there, and another penalty coming up. It's a slash, or a hold it looks like. We'll get clearance on that. It is a hold. And Westchester will have to kill yet another power play. This is again Petrone. As soon as he comes out of the box, he's sent right back in.
It really was unnecessary too. Westchester had 2 men on 1 Delaware man. To get a penalty out of that is really not what you want, especially at this junction in the game.
Delaware wins the draw inside the Westchester zone. Horacek couldn't clear on the backhand. And now here's Hollingshead into the corner. He's shoved aside by one of the Delaware players. And eventually Westchester jumps on the loose puck. They're able to send it all the way down. 5:30 to go in regulation. 4-2 Westchester. Delaware on yet another power play. They have control of it behind Ponticello. They'll skate up ice with it now. Left-handed pass all the way across ice. It eludes Delaware. And icing is the call because it jumped over the stick of Colin Emmerich and past Colgan before any Ram could touch it. This faceoff will come all the way down inside the Delaware zone for icing.
Yeah, and again, some extracurriculars after that icing call here on the near boards. So Delaware has about 1:20 left on this power play. 5:15 left in the game. Again, with a 2-goal lead, Westchester looks like they're kind of just trying to hang on right now. Obviously, they're on the PK, so they want to hang through this, but then, a good chance actually on the PK there.
That was on the backhand there from Kubatska, who had a chance shorthanded. He really only was able to deflect it wide of the net. Westchester still keeping control of the puck deep in Delaware zone after the icing call. That's why they're down here in the first place. Kubatska may have gotten away with a trip there on Ian Anderson, but no call made. Anderson now has control of the puck behind his net. He's able to pass it off to another Blue Hen. Now skating up ice is Niski. Niski right side, able to get through 3 players. He shoots in the slot. It goes wide right. Now behind the goal, the rebound stays there. Westchester clears the puck all the way down. 30 seconds to go on the power play. Ponticello comes out of his goal to play it to Zidancic. His pass over to his fellow defenseman. And now here's Mazzella up ice. Mazzella's pass goes under the stick of DeFaris. And now DeFaris has it. He finds himself back in control. He shoots. It goes behind the goal and now back out here to the near side. Here's Lamberton. It's power play line 1 for Delaware. Lamberton passes behind the goal. They try to get it out to Mazzella. It's deflected, and now DeFaris will take it. Along the blue line he skates. Here's Mazzella, who tries to pass it through the slot. Intercepted by Westchester and cleared the length of the ice. The penalty kill is over. It's 5-on-5 yet again. And as we tried to wait for the icing call, it looks like they will eventually get the icing because they were really waiting for that.
The linesman, clearly you could hear him, said no, no, no. That puck was going very slowly over the goal line, and he got overridden by the ref on that end of the ice, who called it icing. They're bringing it back down to the Westchester zone here for the faceoff. I've
always been amazed how linesmen are like second-class citizens in in warm-ups, in games, and overruled here. As the faceoff will come down inside the Westchester zone. They are 3 minutes and 37 seconds away from victory, hanging on to a 2-goal lead and now back to full strength. Icing call, and so the faceoff down here, won by Westchester. Delaware, though, keeps it in the zone, and they have control now. Far side, half boards. They still fight for possession, and they get it, wrap it around behind the goal. Westchester with it. Johnson unable to clear the zone. At the far side half boards. And now Petrone is able to get it out finally back at center. 3 minutes to go. Donahue's got to think about pulling the goalie soon. A shot opportunity from Delaware, but they weren't able to get it off the stick. And now Westchester with it. Here all alone. Harganen shoots, and a great poke check there from Ponticello to stop Harganen, who was all alone in on goal. And now the other way, here's Piotrkowski. His shot goes wide, and the rebound comes all the way back out to center. They're able to dump it back in the zone now, Delaware is. Curtis fights against 2 Blue Hens there. They still fight for the puck. And now with it, Delaware at the blue line. The shot blocked in front. O'Brien's not able to clear. Near side half boards, and now finally O'Brien tries to clear it again. He's not able to. A big hit. On the other side of the ice, O'Brien still can't clear it. His third opportunity, and then finally here, O'Brien on the near side is able to get rid of it. 2 minutes to go in regulation. They still have Ponticello in goal. Westchester 4, Delaware 2. Ponticello looking to Donahue for direction. Icing is called as it just barely gets over the red line, and Samiti touches up. So 1:49 to go in regulation. Westchester with a 2-goal lead.
I'd have to imagine as soon as Delaware gets the puck and carries it up ice here, the goalie is going to be coming off the ice for the 6th man. With 1:49 left, 2 goals down, you're really getting to the point where you have to pull them now.
Westchester trying to chase down Navy for first place in the ECHA. Navy's 2-0 going into the night. Westchester would be 2-1 if they're able to hold on to this lead. They win the draw inside the Delaware zone, and they tried to make a centering pass from the near side, but it was deflected up and into the ceiling. So we'll have a face-off. We'll see where it comes. Looks like Smiley is pointing to inside the Delaware zone.
Yeah, Westchester did a good job there winning the face-off, keeping possession. They're going to want to do that again and obviously keep it in Delaware's zone for as long as possible. As long as it's down there, Delaware cannot score.
Mazzella had 2 goals for Delaware. Those are the only 2 for the Blue Hens now. They came back way back in the first period. McKeever has 2 goals for Westchester. And the Rams have a 2-goal lead with 1:37 to play. They win the draw. They're able to keep it in the zone momentarily, but now Delaware has control. Mazzella with a good pass into space for DeFaris. He stops at the far circle, and off comes Ponticello. 6-on-5. The shot comes in, a couple of chances. Rebound loose in front, and Westchester's able to clear the zone near side. The goal is empty. 1:16 to go. Here's the Delaware captain behind his own net, giving chase is Curtis. And then Delaware's able to get it into the neutral zone. Mazzella passes up ahead. 1 minute to play in regulation with a 2-goal lead. Delaware needs 2 to tie. Behind the goal, they have it. And it's cleared all the way out by Kubatska. It wraps all the way around, and no touch icing is called. As first to it is Delaware, 52 seconds to play in regulation. Again, the goal is empty. Donahue has pulled the goaltender. Ponticello's on the bench, and Westchester's going to take their timeout because of the icing call. Good call here from Eric Wolf.
Yeah, obviously a good time there to take the timeout. Not only to get fresh guys on the ice, but he's gonna give them a few tactical pointers, I'm sure, here. With they're going to be defending here for the next 52 seconds probably, so they're going to make sure that they have it locked down. 6-on-5 is obviously a little bit different. Maybe something they don't practice that often, especially again 3rd game of the season. You're still getting into the swing of things. So having that 6-man, that extra guy out there, something they have to be cognizant of and just make sure they're making the proper defensive switches.
So it's 4-2 with 52 seconds to play. And Westchester coming into the game tonight 1-1. They will not play again until next weekend. They go to William Patterson up north of New York, a team that's in their new conference. So they'll get familiar with them pretty quickly. And then they come back for a homestand at Iceline. They play Temple twice, and then the University of Arkansas comes in actually to play a weekend series on October 12th and 13th. So face-off near side circle, won by Westchester after the icing. They are able to clear it, but it is deflected up into the ceiling, and so only 5 seconds elapse on the clock. 47 seconds to go. The face-off will come outside the zone as Westchester was about to clear the puck, and it was deflected by Delaware's stick.
Yep, again, that low ceiling comes into play there. Luckily, the face-off is outside of the zone, though, here for Westchester.
Right in front of us, it's Niski against McKeever. Niski wins the draw easily. It goes from near side to far quickly, and then again deflected into the netting and then back into play. So we'll see where this face-off comes. Again, the ceiling here at the Gold Arena, we're playing in the B Arena at the University of Delaware because the main one is booked for tonight. And so this ceiling is very low, about 20 feet above the ice. And there's some debate about whether there should be a penalty here, but of course, because of the ceiling, there's a lot of leeway given. And now going the other way with it, Westchester, after losing the draw, empty net, it goes off the side netting. They're not able to ice the game. 30 seconds to go. The puck's loose out in front. Again, the net is empty for Delaware, and now the Blue Hens come up ice with it. Westchester with a 2-goal lead, looking to get their first win over Delaware since last year in the beginning of the year, but Felice taps in a loose puck in front of the goal to cut the lead in half with 16 seconds left to go. He was wide open in the paint. The pass came from behind the goal, and Colgan had no chance.
Yeah, very similar to the other goal we saw earlier tonight. You can't leave a man right there wide open in front of the net. But again, they have an extra man on the ice, so that's what can happen there when you pull your goalie. That's why you do it. So goalie's back in now, 16.8 seconds left. I'm sure as soon as this face-off, if it doesn't go there Delaware's way, down towards Delaware's zone, he's coming directly back out.
What do you think of that call? Having the goaltender come back in, even though this face-off's at center ice.
Yeah, I think
there's only 16 left.
I think you got to go 6-on-5 straight off the face-off.
There's not going to be enough time really to get him out with any sort of productivity. If I'm Donahue, I got to rethink this because you've only got 16 seconds left to score anyway. So right now it's 5-on-5. Ponticello's back in the net. 4-3. Delaware wins the draw. Now he comes off the ice. They're going to try to get the sixth attacker on quickly. Mazzella has control of it. He shoots. The rebound. It goes all the way to the far side corner. 6 seconds left. Westchester clears it the length of the ice. It's going to be icing with 2.4 left on the clock, so we get one more chance for Delaware to score, and this time they're going to have the 6 men on the ice for the faceoff.
Yeah, not a great decision to ice it there. He had another man on the rush. He could have just dumped it into the sideboards. You ice it, you give Delaware one more chance here.
Late night drama in Newark. 2.4 seconds to go. 4-3. Westchester on the lead. This faceoff will come the far side circle. It's Niski. And Westchester wins the draw. And they clear it. And they will celebrate their second victory of the season. Just their second victory over Delaware in the past 4 seasons. Westchester 4, Delaware 3 on the back of Jack McKeever's 2 goals. And Jeff, your final thoughts tonight?
Westchester, you gotta respect the way they played tonight. They came out, they got down early, but they just kept battling. They really carried the play after the first period. They were the better team tonight. Delaware, they played all right, but obviously not well enough to win. And really, if they want to, moving forward, do better than they did tonight, they're going to have more consistent effort throughout the whole game. But great job by Westchester. So they got some great goaltending play. Defensive lapses here and there, something they'll want to clean up, but definitely a good win here tonight.
So Delaware takes a 2-0 lead, and then Colgan shuts them down for the rest of the evening as Westchester scores 4 goals, almost unanswered. There was a final goal by Kevin Felice with 16 seconds to go to cut the lead in half, but Westchester's able to hang on for the 4-3 victory. Again, we'll see you next week against William Patterson when Westchester goes up past New York to take on their new conference foe. The final score again, 4-3 Westchester over the University of Delaware. And for Jeff Skorup, my colleague here, I'm Michael Augsberger. We'll see you out tonight on Main Street. Have a good night, everybody.
Good job. Thanks.